Hello. Welcome and welcome back to My Piece is Priceless. Thank you for joining me today for another video. I hope you all are having an amazing day, but if not, it's still some hours in the day to change that for you. In today's video, I will be discussing my various credit cards and how I use them. I've discussed in many previous videos that I'm an avid credit card user and the reasons why I like to use my cards. But if you haven't had the chance to hear me talk about it in a previous video, I will repeat that information here. So let me just first preface by saying I am not giving out financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is just how I use to use my cards and how I use them for my best interest. I'm avidly believe that credit cards can work against you if you do not properly utilize them, but I also strongly feel that if you use them properly, that they can benefit you. So I've experienced both of those situations in my adult life. And now I'm on the side of using them to my best interest. So without further ado, and I'm not going to hold you with the suspense of how many cards I have. I'm just going to tell you right now. I have a total of 16 cards. The majority of my cards are regular cards that I can use anywhere, in a regular store or a specific store. And I believe 3 or 4 of my cards are store-specific cards. I've acquired all of these cards over a decade plus. Yeah, and throughout the years, like I said, I have learned the hard way how to use cards. At that time, I wasn't using the cards were using me, to be quite honest. But now, I've learned how to make them best work for me. So, let me show you this. You've seen this binder by now in at least 2 or 3 videos. This is where I house all of my debit cards and all of my credit cards. I do not walk with all of my cards. It is not necessary for me to walk with all of my cards because I don't spend like that. Well, that's number 1. Number 2, I don't feel it's safe to do so. Number 3, when I know I want to use a specific card, I just take it out of here. And then when I come back home, I put it back in this binder. And number 4, what did I want to say? If that's even number 4, I've lost count. Also within this binder, they're listed to how, or each card has a specific purpose, and I've listed them accordingly in here. So I can just flip this binder open and just go for the card that I want to use. I wasn't able to share that with you with my debit card, but I'll be able to show you a little example of what I'm talking about as it relates to my credit cards. So starting here on is all of my credit cards, right? And as you can see, I've used my label maker, and they have each card has a specific category or categories to what I normally use that card for, and the amount that I try to stay in range when swiping that card. In this video, I will not be disclosing my credit limit on the cards, but I will share with you how much I try to stay within using the card. I believe the rule the rule that you should try to use is 30% of whatever your credit limit is, right? Well, I stay well below that. I don't even like this 5,000 is not my 30% of what my credit limit is for this card. I've decreased it to about 10, maybe between 10 and 15%. Some cards are 20, because I don't even want to get to the 30% mark. That also helps me with my credit score because I like to have my credit score within a particular 3-digit number. My goal is to be in the 800 club, and I'm not too far from that. So I'm going to move this aside. I may bring that back out as I go down the list, but for now, let's just move this out the way. Oh, I'm dropping things. Okay, so, and I forgot to say this, I've also shared with you that when using my cards, and it's one of the reasons why I like using my cards and some specific cards, is because majority of the cards that I have some type of rewards mechanism built in, like a rewards program. Some of them are cash rewards that I get actual cash that is deposited into my checking account, or I can apply it to my balance on my card. The other rewards with some cards are statement credits, and some are like I can get points off when I use the card for traveling purposes or entertainment purposes, like if I wanted to purchase tickets on a concert or a baseball game or things like that. So, and my specialty cards, and I'll get to that when I get further down the list, my store specific cards, you get, points and rewards when you meet the program requirements as well. So first on the docket is my Navy Federal MasterCard. And I use this card primarily for big ticket items. So that's purchases over $5,000, right? I could actually go into a car dealership and purchase a car with this card if I wanted to. Would I ever do that? No. But when I mean big ticket items like that, that's the type of purchase. Or let's see, I don't even know, a full living room set, a major appliance, or things along those lines. Or if I wanted to book a trip like to Africa or something like that, which I know, and I wanted to stay for like 3 weeks, something like that, I would bring out this card. Number 2 is my American Express card. I primarily use this when traveling for online purchases and dining out. I like to use this card when I travel because American Express is a well-known card, and when I'm away, I mean even when I'm at home, but when I'm away, you run the risk of being scammed or things like that. And American Express, in my opinion, has excellent customer service, and they don't play about their customers when a charge needs to be disputed or investigated like that. So when I travel, I'm usually using my American Express card. What I will say about this, as far as their rewards, they give statement credits for my particular card that I have. Number 3, this is one of 2 Discover cards that I have. I don't even remember why I have two Discover cards. But my first Discover card I got when I started college. A lot of you may know that that's how they get young adults. They prey on the students on the college campuses. It's usually like that first month when school starts, and all of the credit cards, they have their little kiosks out on campus, and they're trying to lure you in to get a student credit card. So Discover was my first actual credit card when I started college. So that's why I have the first one. And I use this card primarily for my grocery shopping, online purchases, and I utilize their quarterly 5% cash back rewards. Every quarter, they have different stores that you can. Every quarter, they have specific stores or places that if you use the card, you'll get 5% cash back on once you pay your card off. So, but you have to activate that to get the benefits of it. So you'll get an email or a text reminder saying, don't forget to activate this quarter's 5% cash back benefits, or whatever the case may be. And so they'll apply it, to the card. And at that point, I transfer those funds to my direct deposit. To my checking account. And I will be tracking my cash rewards this year, and I have a cash envelope specifically for that. So I'll be sharing that with you to see how much money I save or acquire while utilizing my cards this year. I'm sorry, going back to my American Express, I try not to go over $3,000 on this particular card when using it. And for by Discover, I try not to go over $2,000. Again, not even reaching my 30% based off of my credit limit, because I don't even want to get to that mark. And about this particular Discover card, recently in the month of December, they gave me a credit limit increase. Let me say this: I never asked for a credit increase with my cards. I wait for them to just automatically give me increases. And they do that based on they're seeing your payment history, how you utilize, if you stay within or below the 30% credit limit amount, and if you're never late on payments. So, last month I was looking at my emails and I saw a congratulation email from them saying that my card was increased. So this is not the first time. I think like every 6 to 9 months, I get some type of email like that from one of my cards. So that's that. Number 4 is my Sephora Visa. Now, this is a regular Visa card, but it's through Sephora. Not the last time, but one time I was in there buying some self-care items. I was at the checkout, and the cashier, was doing her spiel. And this particular day, I said, sure, why not? And so I got the card. And although I doubt I would ever spend $1,000 worth of buying products in Sephora, at least not at one, one purchase, that's how much I've allocated myself to use if I deem so. And this is specific to my self-care. So when I want to buy perfumes, makeup, things like that, I use that card. or one of the two cards that I'll utilize for that. My Barclays Gap Good Rewards MasterCard is a regular MasterCard, but it's through Gap. And I get specific benefits if I use this card at Banana Republic, Gap, or in Old Navy. I get free shipping and some other bonuses throughout the year, like my birthday and percentages off when I use this card at those stores. So this is my clothing credit card. So not only I use this card at those stores, but when I want to purchase clothes and accessories, so that includes belts, shoes, things like that, I would use this card. And I give myself a $2,000 threshold to stay within for that. Number 6 is my one of 3 Capital One Quicksilver cards. Now this one, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, but it says mother. And this card, I allot up to $5,000 to be swiped on this card at one given swipe, or in total. This card is my card. I don't have her on this card as an authorized user, but when she needs to use a credit card, this is the credit card that I have designated for my mom to use. If you watch my bank account my bank account video, you see that I have a joint bank account with her, and that account is her money. And when she tells me to do certain things for her, I do it through that bank account. So when she needs a credit card, because she's anti-cards, but when she needs a card, she asks me to use it, and I happily do that for her. And the only reason why I happily do it for her is because she makes her payments on time or before the time, and she pays them off every time that she uses them. So she has good standing with me. Trust and believe, if she didn't, she would not have that privilege, mom or not. So number 7 is my second Discover card, and I use it for the same purposes as the first one, for groceries, online purchases, and the quarterly 5% cash back benefits. And I use them heavily for the grocery shopping, and because I do grocery shopping every week. So if I'm going to get 5% back on the purchases, then why not use this card as much as possible, to reap those rewards, right? And also I use this card for some of my online purchases like Amazon, and a few other stores that specifically give me like some credits when I use this specific card. So that's that. And I've designated $1,500 for this card. Number 8 is my first Citi card. This is my Citi Diamond Preferred card. This one has entertainment rewards. So when, like I said, I want to buy concert tickets or play or a football game or something like that, I would use this card. And I've given myself $1,300 to swipe. My second Citibank card is my double cash back rewards card, and this I use for my everyday personal spending. So like if I go get a mani or pedi, get my chai tea at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, or takeout or something, this is the card I would swipe to use that. And then I would use my sinking funds money from my cash envelopes to pay back this money. And I give myself $1,250 for that. Number 10 is my third Capital One Quicksilver card, right? Oh no, this is my second. I'm sorry. I'm mixing it up with Citibank. This is my second Capital One Quicksilver card, and I use this for travel and miscellaneous because they give some type of rewards when you use this card through their travel booking program. And number 11 is my third Capital One Quicksilver card. This was my old Navy. Lord, I need a nap. This was my old Walmart card. It was just specific to the Walmart store. But Walmart and Capital One merged some time ago, about, I don't know how many years ago, within the last 2 to 5 years, I think. And so very recently, like within the last 2 or 3 months, I got some mail, and it was this right here, and it said, "We're excited." I'm sorry. Oh geez. It says, "Your card account has changed. We're excited to welcome you to Quicksilver." Where it says. And it says, "What you need to do, activate your Quicksilver card and destroy your old Walmart rewards card." So I said, I'm going to keep this because I knew I was going to make this video at some point. And I said, I'm going to do that when I record this video. So this is my old Walmart card, and I am going to destroy it. Now I'm going to actually put it through a shredder later, but I wanted to do this first cut on the video with you all. So yeah, so this is why I have 3 Capital One Quicksilver cards now. So now I could use that card anywhere. It's not just specific to Walmart. So I thought that was cool. And what did I designate this one? I designated this one for $500. And I think, and I designated for miscellaneous spending. So that's that. And I'll probably continue to use it for Walmart as well, since that's where it originated from. And I see I made my notes, recently rolled over to a regular MasterCard. Number 12, let me pull this up. Number 12 is my PNC Visa card, and this is where I pay my annual subscriptions, which is my Canva Pro, my Amazon Prime, my P.O. Box, and my PC subscription. Number 13 is my Citizens MasterCard, and this is just miscellaneous spending, and I've allotted $100 for swiping or spending for that. Now, before I go into the last 3 cards, I'm going to just double back and point out some things. The reason why I've only given $100 for this Citizens MasterCard is because I've had this card for, easy, I'll just say maybe 10 years. And this is one of the few cards that has not increased my credit limit. You can always count on me. I'm a fumble a word when I'm recording. So anyway, yeah, they will not increase my credit limit. And like I said, I do not request credit limits. If you don't increase it, then it's not for me. Also, they charge me an annual fee to use this card. And as I stated in my bank account video, I don't like paying for anything that I don't feel I have to pay for. And I'm not going to close the card, but I don't utilize it that much because I'm rebelling. So I use it just enough to keep it out of dormant status and keep it active. So this is what I call my sticker bubblegum credit card. I'll swipe it for menial purchases like once maybe 4 times out the year. So I'll get some tea, I'll go get a bite to eat, something like that, and pay it off real quick and keep it moving. The other cards I don't care for as much are my second. Is it my second? Yeah, my second Capital One. Actually, both. I believe both. But definitely my second Capital One cards also has an annual fee. And they're $39 each. But I don't want to pay for it. Now, I will say this. At the time that I acquired the Capital One card, my credit score was in the trash. It was probably in the landfill, not even in a trash can. And so I had to build back my credit. So my range of cards that I can choose from was very slim to nil. So I had to take what they were giving me at the time. So that's how I wound up with that card. Now, even though I have an annual membership fee with it, and I'm not going to close it because that harms your credit score. I don't really use it as much, but I will say they increase my credit limit without me asking, and they've done that at least 3 times since I've had this card. So that's that. Moving on to my store specific cards. I have a JCPenney card. And I try not to swipe over $350. I can, but I don't normally because JCPenney is a store that I just run in when I need like to re-up on my socks, my Mamie's slippers, something quick like that. I don't heavily buy stuff from JCPenney's, although I do utilize their Blockbuster sales, and I get like my basic tees and everyday shirts like that. That's when I utilize JCPenney. Number 15 is my Victoria's Secret cards. I've had this card forever and a day. Back when, Victoria's Secret, again, fumbling with the words. Back when Victoria's Secret first came on the scene, this is probably how long I've had this card. I don't even buy Victoria's Secret stuff like that anymore. I still use it for my intimates, but I'm not in there actively like I once was. And so I give myself a $225 limit in this store. And my last card is an Ulta Beauty card. I had this Ulta Beauty card before I had the Sephora card. And again, I just use it for self-care and beauty. And I give myself $75 swiping at one time on this card. And that concludes all of the cards that I have. It's a total of 16, 3 are store specific, and 13 I could use anywhere as long as the store or vendor takes, MasterCard, Visa, Amex, or Discover. So what do I want to end off by saying? Be responsible. If you choose to use your credit cards because they can get you into a world of debt, and you do not want to be stuck with paying the interest fee, because that's what really hurts people is the interest fee, right? And I'm avid in when this is how my mind works. When I use my card, when I'm swiping it physically or doing an online purchase, I know I have at least a portion of the amount that I'm swiping, so I could immediately make a payment, right? And then I try, if I don't have the whole payment at that time, then I'm following up and I'm making the remainder of the payment. I try my hardest not to acquire interest on my cards, right? Because I don't want to have to spend more money than is necessary. I'm going to say that all the time. Also, if you do find that you can't make your car payment, in full, what I would encourage you to do, and I use this all the time because, again, I learned my lesson. In the beginning, the cards were using me. Now I use the cards. If you see that you cannot pay off your cards in full, please utilize zero balance transfer. They will be your best friend, and your second best friend is utilizing whatever reward programs that's built into your credit cards. When I find that I can't pay my cards, I'm immediately looking to see which one of my cards is offering a promotional zero balance transfer. And then I will call and transfer the amount from one card to that card, and I just pay off that amount within the time frame that they say you have to pay it off before interest starts occurring again. Okay, that's like my fourth word that I'm jumbling up right now, but you get what I'm saying. Usually they give you between 12 months to 18 months to pay off the balance before the interest starts rolling back in. So that should be a good amount of time to make a payment plan to knock that off before the interest starts coming. That's how I've gotten myself out of debt, a credit card debt, at least twice. And yeah, so that's one tip I would say. Definitely utilize your balance transfer offers. I would also suggest never ask for a credit increase if you don't have to. Once they see you are in good standing and that you're paying your cards off on time, they will increase your limit without you requesting. Mark my word, trust me. All of mine do, for the most part, with the exception of maybe, like I said, that's the Citizen ones that's being stubborn for no reason. I don't even know why. And what else? I said use the credit card. I mean, the rewards built in. They're your friends too. You will get discounts off or free shipping at minimum. Statement rewards where you can apply the awards to amount of your total balance due, and or get cash rewards for savings. So yeah, that's all I have to say about my credit cards. So you will be seeing me stuff my cash reward envelopes, maybe not every month, but probably every other month, every 2 months. And let's see how much money I'll save for 2025. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you got some helpful information out of this video. And until next time, you know what to do. Continue budgeting. Later.